And there we go. I just did a clap transition. And everything looks exactly the same. Because I just took the liner out of my jacket. I'm not even going to edit that out. I'm just going to leave it in. Like, what? You did a clap transition for that? Like, yeah, I did. Sue me. Say your mom. Let's talk about my pants. Meanwhile, a squirrel comes by. Squirrel crossing, okay. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. So the pants I had when I was a kid, particularly when I was growing up. So my brother was 4 years older. He still is. He's actually, to the day, 3.5 years older than I am, right? So he would grow out of his pants, and then I would grow into them. And that's how I got most of my pants. That's called hand-me-downs, for those of you who don't know. I don't know how common that is these days. But it was the 80s, so that was kind of a common thing back then. The pants, it was a never-ending cycle of growing in, growing out of pants. So I would have some pants that were too big, and some pants that were too small, and then some that would fit. That would basically be the way it was, right? And since some of my pants were too big, it would be like, they'd just give me this belt. My mom would give me a belt and like, here you go. Just wrap this thing around you 4 times. We'll roll up the cuffs like 16 times, and there you go. Sitting on the bus, dangling your feet, you might be able to stick your toes out from under the cuffs. Some of them would be too small, so like I said. Even my teachers would make fun of me right there, you know. They would be like, hey, you waiting for a flood? I'm like, no, these are capris. I'm 20 years ahead of the trend. Duh. But every once in a while, I would get a pair of pants that were my very own. Normally, they would be camouflage pants. I was always stoked. I was always happy to have my camouflage pants, right? Because I always liked them. And they were the old school camouflage, you know, not that pixelated stuff that the modern camouflage has. We're talking about, you know, these things look like melted puzzle pieces from another dimension. Well, they don't look like they fit together, but someone forced it together, you know, something like that. This is a type of camouflage that was used. I mean, Rambo used it. I think like Sergeant Slaughter used that type of camouflage, right? Yeah, that's the type of camouflage I wanted. And every once in a while, I'd get a pair like that, right? So that was really awesome. There's this one pair of pants in particular that I would have that was basically like a Garth Brooks shirt, but so like the top half, one side of the leg would be like red, the other side would be black, and then the bottom half would be the opposite way, right? You know, that was just the way they were, right? I mean, two-tone, weird-looking pants that I had, and I honestly liked them. There's this one girl that was, I guess, she was trying to make fun of me. Say your mom? Oh, my liner's in this thing. Damn it, that's why it's so hot. Anyway, what was it? Oh, I was saying something. So anyway, there was this one girl who would, I don't know if she made fun of me, or if she basically made fun of herself, or maybe she did both. But vote in the comment section to see, you know, what she was actually doing. She would sit in the dirt, and she would use the dirt to mimic the pattern on my pants. So like I said, you know, the top half, one side of the leg would be one color and the other side would be another color, and I gotta give her credit for that too. Take the time, painstakingly take the time and effort to go ahead and honestly, she did a really good job. I was impressed. You know, I didn't even get mad. It was just like, okay, you're gonna make put dirt on your tights to make fun of me. That's all right. So those are my pants. Those are my pants. There's so much freaking wind right now. And I'm thinking about getting a voice recorder, so that'd be pretty cool. Because my audio so far has not been the best. Hey y'all, do me a favor. Please click like and subscribe. It helps me big time in the algorithm. And click the bell icon so you know when new videos drop. And
go ahead and check out the video on screen. You know you want to.